Okay, so mistakes were made, and I got the 5090 ROG Astral LC version, and I'm crazy, so I like running push-pull configurations and getting that extra cooling. I did another video on it, and I got a at least 5 degrees Celsius drop in the core temperature under load, and I'm about 10 C on the memory for the GPU. And I bought a medium case. Yeah, kind of screwed the pooch on that. So me trying to fit all this stuff, I have two push-pull rad configurations, one on the back side, and yeah. So I've cut my case. I've done all kinds of paint work and sanding. This goes back on, don't worry, and stuff to make this stuff fit and look crazy. But I don't have any other room to mount my rad, so I have to mount it at the bottom. It's my only option. I've removed the fans that come with the 5090, the ROG 5090 Astral LC, because they have this fucking horrible proprietary magnet connector that drives me insane. So it only goes in one direction, and to use it, these cooling tubes that come out from back here on the rad up, I would have had to flip the rad in the other direction to allow me to suck air in. And you couldn't take the fans off and flip them the other way because the cable that connects this fan to these cooling tubes is so short that the difference in space it creates by trying to flip the fans to the other side makes it so you can't run that cable over to this side. It has to be run directly from the rad to here. So I couldn't create a push-pull configuration with the existing fans, so I had to remove them. And I got some Lian Li Uni Fan SLI 120 reverse blades, which have a very nice static pressure, better than this. And so now I've got a push-pull set up on the rad, and I've removed the bottom plate. This is a Lian Li Dynamic Evo EO1, I think, medium case. So there's a lot going on. This case is super freaking heavy, but it's small and it's compact. I will never make that mistake again. But if you're having trouble trying to figure out how you can do this and you've got a situation like me, this might help you. So I removed the bottom plate, and then my pins, you know, from the IO panel that you secure your GPU into, you screw, you know, this little screw here. You screw it into those little holes back there to hold it. So I don't need the bottom ones. So I don't know if you can see here, but I bent them all in. So they're all bent back. You see them? They're all bent back here. I've only left the top two to secure the GPU mount. The other ones, see, there's the last one there. See it? Right there. That's the last one there. And the rest of them are all bent back, because without that, I couldn't fit with the tubes. It wouldn't fit in. So I put this in first. I put the rad in first, and I ran the cables behind that little piece of bracket there, and then out the back of the IO panel. So it's gonna look like this. But the cool thing about this is that after using the anti-sag plate and making sure that the GPU is sitting at an angle like this, that this end is higher, that the tubes come up. So air won't get trapped here. If anything, it will get cycled through and end up somewhere in the tube, but it won't get trapped here and it won't get trapped in the rad. And getting air trapped here is never a good idea, because if you get air trapped in the fins, you're going to significantly impact your cooling. So pulling cold air in from the bottom, cycling it up, cold air, and then you got your blower fan here, will help me hopefully alleviate the problem of bubbles forming in the fins. I don't know if it'll help anybody, but I hope it helps you come up with some ideas. If you're in a tight bind, don't worry about all this stuff. This will all be clean when I'm done. I'll post another vid. So here's what I end up with. The Signal RGB doesn't cover these fans, these 5090s yet or 50 series yet, so I gotta wait for them to upload, you know, update the software. But here we go. I've swapped out stock fans, push-pull config, Stuff all set up. I'll put my front back on. Yes, it actually fits. This is a medium tower. And so just an idea what I did. Again, put the rad in first with the tubes. I ran the tubes through the back of the I/O panel, which is not there. Well, it's below the I/O panel. As you see, they're coming out. They actually stick out the back of the case. And that doesn't bother me because of the direction I have it in, and I don't know, looks crazy. I like crazy. I got the GPU sitting at an angle a bit and up with the anti-sag bracket so that the air doesn't gather here, comes up. And my temperatures have dropped from 51 and 52C under load to 47.2 and 58. I've adjusted my fan curves a little bit to go up to 60% maximum. But yeah, that's where we're at. I hope that helps somebody.